going, Thrallers? Another vinyl thoughts for you, and this one has been actually a little while in the making, thanks to the good old USPS Media Mail. It took a couple months to get here, but finally I got my reissue, remastered version of Sepultura Arise. So we're gonna open this up finally after like 2 months. Nice. No glare, there we go. Let's get the plastic off this. This is the sticker that I'll definitely keep. We'll open her up from here. All right. Hang on to that. I'll put that down. All right, let's get a look at that without the plastic. I always love this cover. Of course, this is classic album. If you don't know this album, I mean, you don't know thrash, really. This kind of was their middle ground between what Sepultura ultimately became. And because Beneath the Remains was much more thrashy, of course, this is still got thrash, but there's like punk elements in here, a little bit of industrial stuff like Ministry. You can hear some of the samples and stuff they're using. They start messing around with like tribal percussion a little more. This defined a whole change for them, which ultimately led to a change in drive in the next movement of music. Sepultura was part of that, Pantera, even real early Korn stuff. It was like Roots, that era, Korn. That new metal wave came after that. Let's get a look at the back of this. This, of course, was done down at Morris Sound Studios in Florida. Famous studio for doing everything. Death, Obituary, Cannibal Corpse, Morbid Angel. I mean, that kind of paved the way for that sound, that early death metal sound, and what it became and was known for. Of course, you got Max Cavalera, brother Igor Cavalera, Paulo Jr. on bass, Andreas Kisser, lead guitar, Arise, Dead Embryonic Cells. I mean, the cool ones here are, of course, the live versions, Dead Embryonic Cells Industrial Remix. Speaking of the industrial stuff there. The writing sessions, those could be pretty cool. Under Siege, Meaningless Movements. And, of course, Orgasmatron, the famous Motorhead. Produced by Scott Burns and Sepultura, of course. I mentioned Scott Burns and Andy Wallace. Andy Wallace has done everything. I mean, everything from literally span of his career, Run DMC all the way to Gojira. I'm almost positive that he did the new Gojira album that just came out. So he's been doing it for a while. He's done everything in between. Any good album you've heard since '86 really is Andy Wallace has had his hands on it, basically. We'll go back to the cover real quick. This was done, of course, by Michael Whalen. He's known for a lot of album covers. He's done a lot of stuff with Sepultura. He did stuff with Soulfly, he did Dark Ages, I think, and he also did Roots. He's done stuff for Michael Jackson. He did the Bat Out of Hell for Meatloaf even. So he's done a lot of stuff. He even did Dark Tower, Stephen King, and a couple of his novels too. Let's open that up and see what's on the inside. Sweet. Oh, that's cool. I like that logo. It's got all the lyrics for all the songs here. All music composed by Sepultura. Lyrics written by Max and Andreas. Lyrical assistant by Fletcher McLean and Scott Burns. So then they got their special thanks here, individual thanks for everything. Let's see what's on the inside. Ooh, hell yeah! There we go, rice paper. I don't have to do this. So, Max, if you're watching this, they did it right, man. They got it in some nice paper here. So, props to the Roadrunner for seeing that through. Nice, clean record. Little remnants of the paper from just manufacturing stuff, but once you get that off, it's just as clean as can be, straight as can be. Perfect. Is that this has been on my list for a while in my collection. I mean, it's got to be on every metalhead's list. This is like the album. This was that middle ground, that jumping point. I mean, there was really in that, what was it, like 4 or 5 years between Beneath the Remains and Chaos AD. I mean, that's a big, big jump, you know, in the music that they were doing and where they were going, and in that short period of time. And then, of course, Roots came out, and Roots was an incredible album. That's a classic forever. Finally, give me one of these. There you have it, Sepultura Arise, classic album. I can't wait to jam this on vinyl. I've listened to it, I don't know, a million times, digitally, CD. I wanted to get the deluxe CD one. It seemed like it came with some more tracks, but I may have to look at the list on the CD, compare it to this one. But it seemed like the CD version had just some more tracks on it. But the Barcelona footage on the internet is great. It's a great concert. They got kind of like a little documentary thing kind of spliced in there too. Really cool stuff. So let me know in the comments, did you get this version, the 2018 reissue, or do you have the first pressing? That may be something that I put on my long-term list, because I got some of those types of albums. I crossed 2 of them off my list this weekend. I was down in Dallas visiting and shooting some stuff for our Patreon page. You know, kind of visiting some sites, Pantera-related, Dimebag-related sites, shoot a small video there. So if you want to see that, join our Patreon, the link in the description. But I checked off Morbid Angel, Altars of Madness, and Domination. So I ended up scoring up 2 of those albums that I've been looking for a while. But this was definitely one that I wanted to add to my collection. I already have the collector's edition of Roots. I've had that one for a while. That was one of the first albums that I wanted on vinyl was Roots. Hit the subscribe button and the notifications. Click those notifications because you'll want to get notified. We are currently in talks. We're gonna sit down with them hopefully at some point here soon. So Max, that is. So yeah, hit the notifications. You want to get notified when that happens. We will let you know. But until next time.